Oh my god. Oh my god, I just hit someone. Oh, what a rush. Huh. Well, not bad for someone with no weapons, I suppose. Frying pans. Who knew, right? Whew. Oh, I hope they're alright. I mean, I did give them quite a thwack. Oh, what if they get brain damage? What if they die? What? I can't be a murderer. I'm a prince. I'm a prince and a vegetarian. I can't go to jail. What would my father think? Oh God, what would my mother think? I'll spend the rest of my days rotting away in a cell with one book a week to read. I'll go mad. Oh. You're awake. Good. I mean, now listen here, trespasser. I know not what you want, nor what brings you here, but you are trespassing, and I have every right as prince of this divine kingdom to have you thrown in chains and cast into the deepest, darkest pit ever. Excuse me, did you just yawn? Look, I have read my fair share of confrontations between the common scoundrel and the royal, and I'm fairly sure there was no yawning in the middle of the regal monologue. Now, okay, admittedly, I've never met a common scoundrel in real life, but I am a stickler for staying on topic, and you are not doing that. You're also looking at me with quite an intense stare. It's oh my, is it getting hot in here? Okay, cut it out, right? No more monologue, but just stop boring holes through my forehead with your evil eyes. It's rather concerning, actually. Oh, yeah, there's no point trying to move. I mean, I may be a bookworm, but I do have common sense. You are quite chained. Yes, you are quite restrained. And I can't have you just wandering around after all, you know, bending the spines in my books and raiding my pantry or whatever it is that you. Why are you here? Actually, maybe that's a good place to start. You're looking for the crown jewels. Oh, well, why didn't you say so? No. The crown jewels haven't been kept up in this tower for, I'd say about 3 decades now. Yes. No. You want where the old pantry used to be. It's next to the dungeons, about a couple of 100 meters below the castle. You go down here into the main hall, past the banquet hall, into the servant quarters, down the staircase. That will then take you to the dungeons. Go left there. Be careful to stay away from there. The dungeon keeper he's quite territorial, and he has a penchant for taking kneecaps as payment. You then want to go through there to the old pantry. You'll find a giant steel door. You'll have to have the 6 keys to open that, obviously. Once you go through, voila, crown jewels. But, yeah, safe to say, crown jewels haven't been kept up here for quite a while. So, whoever gave you your research is either, well, an idiot or no, just an idiot actually. In fact, Well, I'm terribly sorry that you wasted your time here today scaling that admittedly rather impressive climb to my tower window, and I do really hope that you get another chance, you know, to really seize this adventure, knowing what you know now. I will tell the guards to be gentle with you as they escort you down to your cell. They do have a bit of a penchant for being quite liberal with their handling of prisoners, if not specifically instructed. But I'll make sure that you get to your prison cell safe and sound, and who knows, maybe you'll get another chance to steal the jewels in a decade or two. Well, it's been lovely to meet you, but without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and get the guards now. Yes, I am aware that I don't need to call the guards. However, given the fact that you snuck in to my bedchambers, armed and dangerous, and have admitted to plotting to commit treason, I am kind of inclined to call them, and I don't think I'd be blamed for that. I mean, what would you have me do instead? Oh, you're. Oh, you've got a good sense of humour. I do appreciate that. Yes, I suppose I could let you go, and pretend this never happened. Oh, you're serious? I'm sure you are. Yes. Okay. Since it has been a while since I last had a conversation with another person, I'll bite. Well, go on then. Tell me, why should I not call the guards? Give me one good reason why I should let you go. Hi everyone, it's Pebble, and thank you for listening to that Patreon extract. If you want to hear the full audio, then the link will be in the description below. And if you want to listen to a collection of exclusive audios ranging from fantasy to sci-fi to romance to pretty much whatever you can think of, then you can find it in the collections tab of the Patreon, also below. As you all have probably gathered, over the past few years, whenever we do an audio like this, where the first few minutes are just an excerpt of a Patreon exclusive audio, just to give you a sort of a taste of what's going on over there, the last few minutes are always just me talking to you in my boring monotone voice as I update you with what's going on with the channel and the community. And sometimes it's good news, sometimes it's exciting news, or you know, it's just me asking for feedback. And sometimes it's not so good news, and I'm afraid that this is going to be one of those times. I've been doing this for 4.5 years at this point. I started this community to try and give you all a space to relax and unwind and decompress during COVID, when we were all locked in our houses, and I never expected it to survive after that, but lockdown ended and it seemed like we just kept going, and so I kept going because I wanted to keep giving you that safe space. And as you all know, as you've heard me rattle on about constantly, I don't do YouTube for the money, because frankly YouTube doesn't pay very much at all. It's buttons. In fact, it's just enough to cover the audio and video editing software that I use. I do YouTube so that all of you can have access to free content for you to consume and enjoy. You know, in a society where everything seems to be stuck behind paywalls and subscription services, myself included, having a Patreon, I figured that I could, at the very least, still offer you that weekly dose of content. However, it's getting to the point now where life is extremely busy. I'm busy with the military, with work, with life, and I'm getting older, and I'm just really swamped. And as I'm sure you've noticed now from the fact it's been, at this point, 2 weeks without an audio, and sometimes the gaps between my audios are no longer 7 days, they are becoming 14, sometimes even 20 days before I can get something up. It's just getting harder to balance. And you know, I love all of you, and I love this community, and I love the fact that we support each other and we keep each other going. And I want to keep doing YouTube, and I will for as long as I can, but this is just a bit of a heads up that things are starting to get hard. It's harder to get content recorded and scheduled. I mean, I'm having to try and find ways to make things faster, to streamline. I try to record in bulk now. It used to be that I could record something and edit it and get it put out within a week. Now I'm having to do it 6 weeks in advance, because for all I know I could be sent somewhere where I've got no access to my desktop and recording equipment. So I have to really record all this stuff in bulk, and because of that I have to really stress myself out to get things recorded, edited, converted into a video format, and then sent out so that you all have something to enjoy. And it's getting to the point now where something has to give, and it seems like the first thing that's going to go is going to be YouTube. It hurts. I love this community, and I'm not somebody who throws in the towel, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep doing this, but I think over the next year you're going to see a bit of a decline in the frequency of content. You're going to see me closing out some of the series that we've been doing, and maybe within the next 12 to 18 months I might just have to stop. You know, it's sad, and it kind of breaks my heart a little bit, but I have been spinning a lot of plates for a long time, and I want to keep doing everything, but I'm getting to a point now where I'm getting older, and I'm losing that boundless energy, and I can't work a full day and then come home and sleep for 2 hours and then get up at 11 o'clock in the evening and work for 2.5, 3 hours doing pebble work, and then go back to bed and sleep for another 2 hours and then get up for work again. It's causing complications, and I unfortunately need to reassess, I suppose. And I suppose what I'm trying to say is I'm not going anywhere yet, but if you are looking at the content coming out and wondering why it's getting further apart, and why the gaps between some of the series that we're doing is getting longer and longer, it's because I don't have the time. And some of these episodes for the next series, like David, are recorded. They are just awaiting the other videos in the pipeline to go out first. Yeah, it's not ideal, I know, and I'm really sorry. I feel like I'm letting you all down a little bit. And again, I'm going to keep going until I physically have a nervous breakdown. I'm just going to keep going until I burn myself out completely. Or if I get sent away somewhere for work or what have you for a long period of time, 3-6 months, then I might just put a post out and say, goodbye. But I fully intend to keep doing this, and I love you all, and I love this community, and I am by no means going away. But I want to be honest with all of you, because that's one thing that's made our community so special, has been the sort of open door policy between myself and all of you as I let you know what's going on behind the curtain. And the truth is that I'm finding it hard to maintain this service that I do for all of you. I'm finding it hard to maintain this stream of weekly free content, and it may have to become the case that I start winding it down as the months go on. And I know that's sad, I know that's not news you want to hear, but with me starting to wind down, that means that the floor opens for other people, better, more interesting people with fresh ideas to sort of take my spot, and give you new stories to excite you all. And I hope that whoever that next person is, that they can help build a community that's as loving and supportive as the one that we've built together. I mean, there's a little part of me that's a bit sore that realistically we won't get to 100,000 subscribers before things end, so I won't have a little memento, play button or anything to remember this period of my life by. But just knowing how many people are now out the other end of what was a difficult situation for them because they had this community to rely on, that's better than anything I could ever own, And like I said, I'm not going anywhere yet. This is just a heads up that, things are starting to get a bit stressful, we'll say. And that if the quality of my work drops, or you find that the shortcuts that I'm taking aren't necessarily maintaining the level of quality that you're used to, then do let me know, and I'll try and work that out, and we'll see what we can do. But like anything, we'll face it together. Anyway, enough of me being all sentimental and melancholy. Thank you for listening to this, and I will see you in the next episode, because there will be a next episode, at least for a while. I love you all. Good night.